So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first-day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. No, that's been intercepted.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And it's Vardy. Couldn't squeeze it through. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Great chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
And he's had it nicked away. Haaland. Passing is crisp and sharp. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. And here's Vardy. Mohamed Salah.
Steven Gerrard is capable of taking a game by the scruff of the neck and anywhere he wants after that.
Now, one way or another, he'll contribute to the scoring of a goal.
Yeah, and when the going gets tough, tough seems to come easy for him.
Akanji. Ruben Dias. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Haaland. Oh, here's a chance! And we have our very first corner. Beckham with the short one. Now, who's going to be first to this? It's their second corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. Decent hit! And he has kept it out somehow.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
So, third corner of the game. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Out for a throw. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. And here's Vardy. Oh, that's a very... Can he finish? Marvellous goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitution on the field, number 10, Erling Haaland. Coming on
And
the
the action
field
is back on the way.
number 20.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. That's a little off target. Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that he's got two. There's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome...
And the shot! There it is! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Ruben Dias spots it and intercepts. Now who's going to be first to this? He could be in here. Oh, that's well spotted. Over to the left.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Passing nice and neat. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Law! Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Can he get it through? Floated through.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example. I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Has been indicated.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Gerrard. That's that, the end. Perfect result, perfect outcome.